What's up, everybody? It's Vergil, and in this one, I want to take a quick second to talk about something that's been on my mind for quite some time, and this is going to be an unedited, uncut video just to give you guys my raw thoughts on the situation at hand. So, we have a new update tomorrow. I believe I should be dropping this video on the 13th of October, but we have a new character, we have a new reveals, and you know, I'm hoping this is where we can actually turn things around. I'm actually going to start the video on a positive note here before I go on a full rant, because that is, you know, what this video is about. I have been holding back from ranting, and if you guys happen to my streams, I rant enough and give my full thoughts and opinions on everything related to Dragon Ball Legends. But you know, all my optimism, all my ideas, all my wishes for this game are all positive, and I just can't lie to myself anymore. I can't lie to you guys anymore. We've only been on a downtrend for a very long time. It feels like an entire year of downtrend, and it's been very prevalent this year specifically. I think right around the time like that Tani took over, this is not even a hit at him personally, because I know that he doesn't make a lot of the grand decisions in as a developer. He's kind of just like the face, the front man, like Squid Games, and there's people behind the scenes that are making a lot of decisions as well. Funny enough, Squid Games, I think the front man does make a majority of the decisions, but that is besides the point here. I'm going to scroll down. This is around the time where I thought we hit rock bottom for the scheduled yearly dry period. There's two big dry periods post celebration, so post the anniversary. We have some time to stay afloat with a couple of the premium releases, and then we hit very severe dry period before we ramp up back to Legends Festival. And it's the same thing post Legends Festival. We got like a release or two, and then we have a calm dry period before the anniversary. But this year it's just a very apparent downtrend in terms of interest, in terms of sentiment. People are just not enjoying playing the game, whether it's for various reasons like the repetitive nature, the lack of CCs, the greed. For me personally, it's just the actual play of the game. It's just so laggy, and they haven't addressed anything in regards to pretty much fixing you know, net code. And I know they're not going to do that personally, but that's one of my personal biggest things, is the game being playable for just a focused online video game. But obviously we could talk about a lot of the other reasonings, right? Like we have this new supporter thing it's just complete greed scam, and just other ways for people to spend more money on this game when they could easily add these for free at first and foremost. And then obviously, you know, it's a gacha game and all that. I've always understood the gacha aspects for this game, but it's so clear that they do not care for a lot of the not only core dedicated player base, but now for the majority, the overall, they just said screw it. Everyone is pretty much pushing this game back. So the reasoning behind me making this video is that this has been a very relevant topic in the community for some time. I'm looking for the post here, I probably passed it, but where I thought the game was taking a dip here. So right around here, September 16th, I was like, what are your thoughts on the state of the game right now? And this was give or take about approaching a month ago here. So let's look for any positive comments in the community here. We have 87 replies. Quitting, to be honest. My will to play the game feels like it's near depletion. Actually just dead. The devs are trying to kill the game, not gonna lie. I'm legitimately having more fun and engagement out of playing Clash Royale. Very simple. So people are deleting the game. Bad decision after bad decision. It's just a consistent thing this entire year, from the 2.7, the backfloat nerf, the lack of CCs, like I said, the lack of events, the lack of good and innovative events, not the same raid, co-op, free like missions. It's cool. We love the resources, especially during big celebrations. That's not the issue. When the dead periods arrive, there should still be content being poured out into this game. It shouldn't be as dead as it currently is, because I went away for 2 weeks and nothing happened in this game. So I'm going to show you guys right around when I moved. It was right around here. September, right around approaching October, whatever. We got a new character, a free-to-play character. Why do they keep dropping these useless free-to-play characters? Can someone explain to me what impact, what significance, why waste your time making fantastic art, investing in making kits, and dropping these characters if they do absolutely nothing in the game and they have no long-term value? Maybe free CCs, I would much rather them drop a new free-to-play character every couple of months and make them a top viable meta character. Like, I think everyone would prefer this. You know, throwback to when we actually had sub-relevant, I gotta close this here, sub-relevant free-to-play characters here with the Rising Battle. These were even sort of semi-unique characters here. These as well, the Legends Road, the Kid Goku, the Trunks, the Gotenks. These were the days where free-to-play characters, you know, had value. You would look forward to these character releases. You would work hard to completely max them out, and they would actually be quite good in the game. And now all of the free-to-play drops are just irrelevant, not hype, repetitive, boring. You could think of everything, all of the above, and it's just a very sad situation to be in. But that was 1 or so week ago. The next week comes out and it's only a 1% sparking character that is completely mediocre. That is, it's not changing, it's not making massive impact to the game. Fine. But there are so many different things that need to be done in a lot of these boost campaigns, or like to be reviving 90% of the game. If you were playing here during the anniversary, they did a massive power creep, which pretty much cut the ties with 90% of the characters becoming irrelevant with this new power creep. So there's a lot of characters to not only buff with equipment, but Zenkais. You should probably be dropping a multitude of those at given times, just to not only maintain interest and give us things to do throughout the week, give us more CCs, cut the greed a little bit. But it's really not going to hurt the game if you guys are giving us more content frequently. There's just so many things that they can do, and they just dropped this. That's all they dropped in the past 2 weeks. So we got 1% Zenkai, and we got, what was the other thing? A free-to-play Trunks, and that was it. There was no equipments, and it's like bare minimum. We're not even, this is not a moment for innovation. I know you guys like to do the special mechanics. I know you guys like to do the you know, the nice new events, nice type of different kind of details, which you guys still struggle to do, by the way. There's not much innovation when there is innovation during celebrations, but during the dry periods, bro, our last hype detail was the drop of 13 and we got an equipment. This was almost a month ago. It's approaching a month ago. We're bored. I get it. It's a dead period, but dude, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. We had moments throughout the year where I couldn't even believe how dry it was. If you guys remember, I thought the Daima period was dry, and it was probably one of the more active moments in in the year of this game, right? Outside of the celebration, it was probably the most active this game was outside of a celebration this year. So the anniversary obviously was the only moment, but thinking pre-post, so, you know, maybe in the beginning of the year, it was kind of besides the point. Moving into today's or tomorrow's update right here. So we did get announced an equipment, which is really nice. Where am I getting at right now? They need to do better. They need to do better. I don't know how to spell it out. I don't know what needs to be done, what is really going on, because the scheduling has been horrible. It's just the incentive, the actual sentiment of the game, and the interest of the community. They are just pushing people away with their bad decisions, with their bad scheduling, with their obvious horrible management of this game. And it's as simple as that. I can't really defend the game much longer. I'm going to tell you guys how it is. I'm usually optimistic when it comes to a lot of these details, but I'm seeing posts, I'm seeing videos like this. I'm seeing tons of them. I'm not going to pull up all the videos I've seen, but this is the one from my boy a day ago. Dropped the sad decline of Dragon Ball Legends. That has 62,000 views. I think my buddy Zach. Let's look up Zakashi. It's just the topic. It's the hot topic in the community right now, right here. The downfall cycle of Dragon Ball Legends 2 weeks ago. Oh my god. We look at I have a lot of these pulled up here. So I know it's pretty much a, I thought this was real, by the way. My buddy is not actually quitting. He's making fun of the people that are quitting here. So might put down the game. It's not fun anymore. It's the same thing over and over again. The banners will make it or break it for me. All right, so here, I've been missing consistent logins. I simply just don't care. It feels like the dev's passion has gone out the window, and with that, so has mine. It's soulless, per se. Like, that's what it feels like. They're just kind of not really caring on what they do, even with the bare minimum details. Otherwise, I literally don't care. Treat the player base that supported this game like we will just accept whatever slop they put out, and this is what happens. It's just pure negligence. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. So this is how I'm feeling when it comes to Legends. I don't know what they've done in the part 3 of Annie until now, but it just doesn't feel the same. The game feels overcomplicated, stale. Whatever issues people are experiencing, it's everyone now. It's not just prior, you know, it was the downtrend for a couple of years, a little bit less here, a little bit less here. It was a lot of the dedicated top grinders, a lot of the people that would play hours on this game, but now this topic has reached the casuals. This has reached the majority of the active player base. We have people quitting. We have content creators quitting. We have people speaking out that if Legends Fest isn't consistently dropping new stuff each week and the releases are just mediocre, then I genuinely think Legends is cooked. This doesn't mean just the part 3. We can't have these new ultras or just characters completely carry the game, and they do, and they probably continue to do so. However, that is not everything surrounding the game. We need events, we need things to do, we need the greed to stop. All-time low of the game is today. It is right now. The game has never been in a worse spot, in my opinion, outside of right now. Defended this game and I played it consistently for 7 years. I'm a day 1 player of Dragon Ball Legends, and I've never seen the game in the state that it currently is in. And I don't make rants too often. I don't, you know, I rant on stream all the time about this shit, but video wise, it's a very important thing that we need to speak out about. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys are feeling about the state of the game right now, please. So if the developers do watch this video, they can know how you feel. Any things that they should change, any thoughts and ideas that you guys currently feel. There is no excuse for holding back on Zenkais and Uniques weekly between the major releases during the festival in November. Do or die time. Very, very interesting. And it's crazy because we're going to get a crazy year for Dragon Ball next year. And I know for a fact the IP, the actual franchise, is going to be in an all-time return level here. With Battle Hour, you know, introducing new news about manga, anime, the movies, games. It's going to be crazy as hell. But if Legends is a desert, a wasteland, Legends Fest, the celebrations always bring people back. But it's been less and less and less every year. The downtrend is real. We need to curve it. But if people don't speak up about these issues and the greed and the bad decision making and the people, the game is, I don't even know who the game is trying to appeal to anymore. Like, I don't even know what's going on with the game currently. They need to drop some stuff. They need to be consistent. They need to make better decisions. That is the point of this video. Ranting about what happens to the game we loved, really. Like, it could be all the things. If you guys want to complain about the situation with the meta, I think the new philosophy, that's like also a topic that I haven't really touched on right now. I haven't had a massive issue with the philosophy as many others have had, because I think it has kind of branched out to the point where the ultras obviously are a step above the rest of the game, but all the LF releases, the 1% kind of overlap and make teams that can compete sub and maybe even on par with the ultras. Like, we're looking at GT, we're looking at movies, we're looking at androids, we're looking at a lot of these lineups that with one ultra and the rest actually do a pretty good job, if not equal to close enough. You know what I mean? This is more of a situation with the game being very repetitive, very stale. The free-to-play units are absolutely useless. The one singular Zenkai drop here or the random equip here, there's no consistent content. It's only during celebrations, and the game will not continue to perform well for the years to come if they don't make not only better decisions in terms of releases like this, but in terms of unique innovation in events. So specifically during the celebrations and moving forward, we should be looking forward to how they evolve this game. They did a decent job this year with the anniversary, incorporating the ground fights, the new mechanic here or there. But as a whole, man, we've been playing the same game. There's not much different. It's the same shit. And people are tired of them not really trying more than they have to. So it's bare minimum. We're sick of the bare minimum. I'm personally sick of it. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, I have, like I said, been very, very patient and optimistic. I've always stated good things. They have a plan. They're going to do good here. They're going to make this release here. But it's been bad decision after bad decision. They're taking CCs away from people. They're dropping less cool shit. They're boring. It's not fun. Why are we even playing this game anymore? because of the IP. Dragon Ball is carrying heavily, but bro, let me know what you guys think. Am I just wild? Am I crazy? I can't be, because I can look for comments. I made this post on my page here. I can look for details right now. By the way, if you guys haven't typed this in, I got the code early. I guessed future. By the way, everyone claiming that they found this, they did not. It was me. It was me. Future, bro. Get wrecked. 200 free CCs for your faces. Just type that into the code thing of the web store. Pretty random stuff right there. This is me moving. This is how long it's been before I thought the game was kind of slow and dead. Legends, do something. They dropped all this shit. I thought it was gonna pick back up. We're at the same place, if not lower, after 3 weeks from the point where I thought the game was dead. This video needed to be made. Uninstalling the game made me remember what happiness was. These new supports are gonna kill the game. Cares, we're playing Geki Shin now. I'm finally free. Play this game every 3 months when a celebration happens. Where do I begin? The game started to become the most pay to win. Power creep. Supporters, cutting CC rewards, unfun team building, lack of variety. I think it's you know, that's a fair opinion, but it does build out over time in terms of the variety and stuff like that. I think the Legends has a lot to work on and making. You can't really please every single person, but like at the same exact time, but you can make, when everyone is saying they are making bad decisions as a whole, whether you want to, you know, dislike this more than this, than that, and the fifth, it's very clear that the decisions that they're making are not good as a whole. So it is going to pick up from here. I still, even though this is like hypocritical, I still have faith that this game will do good. There is just so much potential around it. The Dragon IP is going crazy. Next year, Battle Hour is looking ridiculous. I will be personally live streaming the event in person. So I'll be covering it like I normally do. I'll be meeting up with my friends out there, other content creators, and it's going to be a movie. So obviously, if you guys want to stay tapped in, subscribe, turn that noti bell, please let me know in the comment section what you guys are thinking about this. I think it's going to be a big turnaround. I'm hoping it's going to be a revival. We've been waiting for it. It's a scheduled dead period, so I get it, but bro, it's not even a dead period. Like, are we even here, bro? Like, if you log into Legends and you try to hit God rank, bro, God rank is just BR70. You hit BR70 and you're in God rank, which shows you that nobody's actually actively playing in the top ranks of the game anymore. So I deranked on purpose from rank 600 to 4,000, and I have 1 day to make it back, and we're gonna make it back tonight on the stream. So tap in. You know, I don't even want to apologize for this rant. I kind of just needed to get this out, and just raw thoughts, ideas. Future, please surprise us. We need a lot of content with this update, and I hope this is a good pushback. We need players to already be back before the festival begins. It was funny enough that this character is the most glazed of all time, and I said if they did this, we'd have so many people back before the festival. In the comments, people are so sick of the game that they're like, they're gonna bring us back? We're done. Wait, everyone? Who's everyone? Why y'all acting like you ain't finna be back for UVB? Y'all know you're coming back for UVB. That's facts. 1. 2, I understand where you guys are coming from. People are so sick of the game that it doesn't even matter if they drop pretty much the most hype equipment that you could possibly come out. It doesn't even matter at this point. That's how bad the game has gotten right now. But I still think this is what we need. This is the type of content we need to see before the festival. Enough yappage. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys. Stay frosty. God bless.